Wat Wisunarat, also known as Wat Visoun, is the oldest functioning temple in Luang Prabang. Originally constructed in 1513 AD, some suggest 1512, during the reign of King Wisunarat, who reigned from 1501 to 1520. A highlight of Wat Wisunarat is the Stupa of the Great Lotus, commonly called Watermelon Stupa for its rounded dome. Reflecting Sinhalese influence, it was built between 1514 and 1515, destroyed during the 1887 Hor incursion, and rebuilt by 1932 with square tiers and crowned by a rashmi, a symbolic flame atop the Ushnisha, the protuberance on the head of the Buddha. The temple showcases the earliest style of Lao temple architecture, referred to as Luang Prabang, Style 1. This architectural style, also seen in the ordination halls of Wat That Luang and Wat Mai, is characterized by simplicity, with multiple roof layers extending uniformly around the structure's perimeter. Today, the Sim or ordination hall serves as both a functioning temple and a museum of religious art, housing centuries-old Buddha statues made of bronze and gilded or unadorned wood, as well as ordination precinct stones and other significant artifacts. Originally, the Sim of Wat Wisunarat was an extraordinary example of Lao craftsmanship. Measuring 36 meters in length and 18 meters in width, its construction required an estimated 4,000 trees. Its double-roof design featured an elevated upper roof supported by 12 massive wooden pillars, each nearly 30 meters high. The exterior was richly adorned with intricate wooden carvings, and its 21 windows featured turned wooden balustrades. Inside, the Sim housed an extensive collection of religious artifacts, including Buddha statues and ceremonial objects. The temple's beauty was immortalized in an 1860s engraving by Louis Delaporte. Tragically, the Sim and much of Luang Prabang were destroyed during the 1887 invasion by the Chinese Ho Black Flag marauders. Between 1896 and 1898, under King Sakharin Kamtsok, who reigned from 1894 to 1903, the Sim was reconstructed. While the new design retained elements of the original, such as massive wooden beams and traditional window placements, it introduced brick and plaster as primary materials, replacing much of the original wood. The window balustrades were designed to mimic the earlier turned wooden style. On the portico in front of the entrance, two women are meticulously crafting adornments for a butsabok, a small, elevated structure with a square base and a pointed, multi-tiered roof, celebrated for its intricate craftsmanship and elaborate design. Using white clay pressed into molds, they create detailed embellishments that will be applied to the ornamental pavilion and later gilded, adding to its regal and sacred appearance. Via a connecting doorway, we arrive at the adjacent Wat Aham, the monastery of the Blossoming Heart, another serene and historically significant temple in Luang Prabang. Constructed in 1818 or possibly later during the reign of King Manthatourath, who reigned between 1817 and 1836, the temple reflects the Luang Prabang style with its simple Sim, triple-layered roof, and symmetrical porches on the southeast and northwest facades. Its understated exterior, devoid of elaborate decorations on the front porch, contrasts with the vibrant interior, where red and gold-painted beams and murals depict Buddhist teachings, scenes of suffering, and episodes from Luang Prabang's past. Similar to Chinese shrines and Thai temples, Laotian temples also feature Chinese fortune sticks, known in Mandarin as qiuqian. These flat sticks, used to divine one's fortune, are housed in a cylindrical container, usually red, and each stick bears a number corresponding to a horoscope-like leaflet that reveals one's future luck. To use them, participants kneel, holding the container with both hands, and gently shake it until a single stick falls out, revealing their fortune. Wat Aham's importance extends beyond its architecture, rooted in the complex interplay of Buddhism and animism in Lao history. The site was originally a shrine for the Devata Luang, the guardian spirits of Luang Prabang, and established by Fa Ngum, the founder of the Lan Xang kingdom, who reigned from 1353 to 1373. This monarch also introduced Theravada Buddhism as the state religion, intertwining these spiritual practices. However, in 1527, King Manthatourath, who reigned between 1520 and 1548, sought to suppress animist traditions, destroying the shrine and replacing it with a Buddhist monastery. This act coincided with calamities such as drought and disease, leading many to believe that the angered spirits were responsible. The shrine was eventually rebuilt after King Manthatourath moved the capital to Vientiane in 1563, allowing animist and Buddhist traditions to coexist on this sacred site for centuries. By the mid-20th century, the spirit shrine was removed again, but the guardian spirits remained symbolically present through the two banyan trees, which are often associated with the Buddha's enlightenment. The banyan tree, Ficus bengalensis, with its sprawling roots and expansive canopy, holds profound significance in the life and teachings of the Buddha, while the Bodhi tree, Ficus religiosa, under which Siddhartha Gautama attained enlightenment, is more famous. For much of the 19th century, Wat Aham served as the residence of the Sinhalese, the supreme patriarch of Laotian Buddhism, while also acting as a cultural center for the worship of the guardian spirits. As in festivals like the Dance of the Masks during Lao New Year, when ancestral wooden masks linked to and are used in traditional ceremonies.